This week I almost get a new inverter for Bessie, the grooming van.
When I built up Sherry's grooming van, I installed an inverter that was economical to buy and would give her the power she needed for her tools. That inverter recently quit after 10 years of service. I think that's a pretty good record. But the technology has changed since we bought that one, and we could get one that was better, lighter, and spend less for it. Or so we thought. The original inverter cost about $400, and it weighed in at about 20 pounds. Not only that, it took up a lot of space. The new inverter I found on Amazon was lighter, smaller, cost less than $220, and had the same power ratings. I really liked the specifications on this inverter, and when I got it installed, I found that the power was as advertised, and it was pretty quiet about it as well. But then I tested the connections and found the skeleton in the closet. The wiring inside the inverter was put together wrong. I was getting 120 volts AC from both the hot and neutral connections. I want to tell you, this is an electrocution hazard. The neutral connection should never have voltage of any level coming from it. So I packed it up and sent it back to Amazon. They're very good about correcting issues and providing good products. And since everyone has a bad day once in a while, I ordered the same inverter again. I thought, it's just a fluke, and the next one will just be just fine, no problem. Nope, it did the same thing. So, as for the review of this inverter, I do not recommend this inverter to anyone. 2 out of 2, that's a strikeout for me. So instead of just ending this video on that note, I want to talk a little bit about electrical safety. And to start, never assume that anything is correctly built until you measure it. This is true of most things, but electricity is something that needs extra caution. So how do you measure electricity? Well, there are many tools for this, but I'm going to keep it very simple for this video. I'm going to just focus on 2. The simplest one I know of is an outlet tester. This device will tell you quickly if the outlet you're going to plug something into is safe. These are available from many sources, including Amazon and many hardware stores. The way to look at this is anything other than correct wiring, you shouldn't plug anything into. That is, if you want to be safe. Open ground means there's no connection to ground. And in the event of a short circuit, you might be the shortest path to ground for that electricity. Open neutral is similar to open ground. Both of these issues have taken away one layer of safety for you, the person with the electrical device in your hand that may give you a really bad jolt. Open hot isn't going to hurt you. In fact, it won't do anything because power is not getting to the plug. Hot ground reverse has a red light because you really need to pay attention to this. You need to shut that circuit down immediately and have it corrected. This has the potential for electrocution, as in death. Hot neutral reverse is just as bad as hot ground reverse. No matter what, get this fixed immediately. Correct wiring is hot to the hot connection, neutral to the neutral connection, and ground to the ground connection. As you can see, this only shows 2 lights, and they're yellow. With 3 lights lit, Houston, we have a problem. We want to get this fixed. In this case, I sent it back, and I have a different inverter on order at this time. The next level up for most is a multimeter. This will tell you more about what's going on, but requires knowledge of how to work it and an understanding of what it's saying. Learning to use one takes some time, but it's well worth it in my opinion. It can tell you how many volts you have, how much resistance there is there even a connection, and much more. In fact, with some multimeters, it can tell the temperature or even how much power is being used. Plus, you don't need an outlet to make it work. Just touch the probes to the contacts and it gives you the information. I've used these since I was a freshman in high school, way back in the day, and I wouldn't try to diagnose any electrical issue without one. Well, those are some of my thoughts on tools to measure electricity. What do you use to measure electricity? Please leave a comment below and let's discuss it. Now, hopefully our next video will have a new, safely working inverter in Sherry's grooming van.
Thanks for watching our video. If you like what you see, press the like button below and subscribe. And also check out our other videos.